All right. Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits in It, episode 65. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me on an extremely windy Rockville day, so I'm sorry if you can hear the wind outside. Right now it's not too bad, but you might hear it screaming pretty soon. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. This podcast is live, which means I'll be able to interact with you as you're watching it live, and then it will be just up and available. I had a few mistakes earlier. I had episodes 62 and 63 up, and I had videoed them live. Everything was fine. They seemed to have worked, and then I went and was kind of cleaning up, and it said that they had a failed upload, and the other video was pictured below, so I was like, okay, it's fine, I'll just delete these failed uploads. When I did that, the original also disappeared. So episode 62 and episode 63 are lost forever. They're gone. I can't get them back because you can't just get stuff back on YouTube, and oh golly, it was heartbreaking to realize that I had done that by accident. I didn't mean to, and when you like video it live, there's nothing that I could go back and pull the footage of. So that's why there's no episode 62 or 63 anymore. I think at some point I might do a little recap and kind of like share the FOs that were available then. So yes, I am drinking coffee today in my Take Life One Cup at a Time mug. I was a little stressy this morning, jumping back into work and tax stuff, and I've had off this week, so I had just gotten back. It's a little bit of life stuff, but I just gotten back from Philly yesterday afternoon. No, day before, Wednesday afternoon. I got in at Wednesday night I got in. We had dinner, and then Thursday I was dyeing yarn, and then today is now Friday. I'm trying to get my stuff together. Hello, and welcome to everyone who is joining us right now. Hi, guys. I'm so happy to see some familiar faces. I recognize some Instagram names. Yay! So yes, I'm drinking plain old coffee with some original creamer. I used to think that that was just so, not gross, but so bland, and I just didn't like it at all, and now it's grown on me. It's definitely grown on me. So yes, I hope you have something tasty to drink. Water even. I'm going to drink it just to keep my voice going. I have done a little bit of talking today, so I'm not completely devoid of voice this week. Yeah, so welcome. That's a little background on why there's no 62 and 63, and yeah, moving right along. So, things that are going on right now, we have the Shusui Shrug Along, or Shusui Shrug Cal, that I'm hosting with Hannah of the Corner of Craft, Dragon Horde Yarn, Yarn Cafe Creations, and Lofty Loops podcast, and myself, and there will be prizes in everybody's threads, so please make sure that you are scoping out the Ravelry pages. This does not have to be a completed item, though I think I might actually get mine done, but it doesn't have to be a completed item as long as you have been kind of working on it. Even if you've ripped it out a couple of times, you know, you've shown effort basically, and participated in some way, then you can enter the giveaway threads. I believe I do have a thread open. I'm not sure if it is the prize thread, but I believe I do have a thread open for the cows. So please do check out. We do have a Ravelry group. It is the Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits podcast group, and my name on there is Bad Wolf Girl Knits because I can't fit everything into one sentence. But yes, so it's been 2 weeks since my last podcast, and just trying to get everything together. I did not write show notes like a nutter, but there is a pile and a half behind me, so I am just going to try and remember everything and then write it all down later. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Anyway, so the Shusui Shrug Along, it's going till May, as well as the Hogwarts Class Cal, which is where you knit or crochet something that has to do with a Hogwarts teacher, class, book, student, etc. Tons of pneumatic yarns would work for that. I have recently finished one of my students' socks, and I am working on McGonagall socks for the Cal. That's my official entry, even though I can't enter, but that's my official entry. And yes, so that is available as well in the Ravelry group, and there will be prizes drawn out of there. I think I'm going to try to keep the prizes as Hogwarts themed as possible, but I've been sent some beautiful things in the mail, and I was given something at the last trunk show, so I really, really, really cannot wait to get these prizes out to you. I'm not sure if I want to bundle things and have like mega prize, or if I want to try to get like one skein of yarn to 4 different people type of, or one skein of yarn each to 4 people, not, anyway, you get what I'm saying. Work myself into a corner here. So, those are the 2 knit-alongs that are going on right now, and yeah, that's about it. So that moves me right into Ethos, and the only one I have right now. I was so close on the second pair of socks, but I'll show you what my idea was, and then my execution, and then you'll understand more why they're not done. But anyway, these are my Ginny Weasley socks by Nomadic Yarns. That's Ashley, and I absolutely love them. I think I knit my hair into there too. I absolutely love them. They just make me happy, and this like little green stripe is so fun. Oh, thank you. She likes my ears. And I did a pumpkin skein from Knit Picks. Yeah, Knit Picks. Hello! I got a pumpkin skein for Knit Picks, which just goes really well with the Nomadic yarns. I've used the pumpkin on a couple of the colorways, so it just goes really well. And there they are. Just kind of hide behind these for a sec. So pretty. And I do 2 at a time. So 2 at a time, afterthought heel, and I do 3 or 4 rows before I start the decreases on there, trying to give myself a little bit more time. Oh, good. I can say, hi, Tristan. I just said, does anyone else get like spam calls all day long? I don't know anyone, and I have never given anyone this house number. I don't even know the house number, and yet people call. Just drives me nuts. Anyway, so they're all done. They're as tall as they are long, and I'm a size 8, so whatever math you want to think for that. And they're going to be so cozy. They are my second pair finished for my box of socks, and me and Philip actually worked on these too, because we were all sitting at the table and everyone was passing around my socks because I had some socks, and we were trying to work on Mina's flicking method of knitting because it's so much faster than a majority of people in the world. And she did a row or 2 on these and a row or 2 on my Valentine's socks, and I was just so pleased because now I have those memories knit into them. So yes, second pair for my box of socks. I am woefully behind, I feel. That's only 2 out of 12, and I just can do so much better, but I've been busy. I've been super busy on that hunk right down there, so I will be sharing that with you. So yes, yay! I love them so much, and they're just gonna hang where the little, I think there's a nail, oh, yep, it's supposed to be over here. So there's a nail somewhere over here, and I'll just hang them back there and show them off to myself for a while and then move on. So yes, I guess I'll start with In the Mail, which is this right here. So let me pull it off. This is an All About That Brioche featuring Shell Cottage and tea in the DK weight. It is so squishy. Oh my word. So this was a test knit. It got back a little late, but it is still beautiful. And I had to show it off. So it starts out with tea in the DK. And then brioche, which now that I know how to brioche, this is much less intimidating than it was when I asked people to help me knit it, because I didn't know how to brioche at all. So the shell cottage, which is on the DK, is a much softer, and I think since then I've added navy speckles, so it's a original shell cottage. But it just reminds me of the beach and the waves, like the sand and the shore. Oh, it's so glorious, and it's so squishy. It is so squishy. The DK base is just wonderful. I believe it was 2 skeins of tea and 2 skeins of shell cottage, and I told her to use up as much as possible, and she did. And it's glorious, and it's just so squishy. Ah, it's so fun. It does look like a beach. It does. It really does. It makes me kind of yearn a little bit for summer. This one reminded me of the beach too, with my ocean and the sand and then like shells. But this one is, I think, even more. Uh-oh. So yes, these are both available in the shop right now. I can do them on DK. All you have to do is email me through Etsy and ask. If I don't have it up, I can put it up. I will count how many I have in the closet, and then I will be able to share them with you. Getting a little warm. Okay, so it's very breezy outside right now, and it's really nice to be able to open this window a crack and have the air come through, but I'm trying to, like, there we go, now you can see it. But I'm trying not to create that like whoo type of whistle through the window if I open it. So anyway, it's a little warm. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that came in the mail. Who else was in the mail? In the mail. Mr. Postman, as I do lovingly say. So here we go. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Oh, the taste of it. I'm gonna put this down so I can continue to pull things out. So this came in from Marta, and she has her own Etsy shop. Yes. So this is Maine Made Sock Yarn, and she has an Etsy shop and a podcast of her own. Both her shop and her channel are called Mad Fuzzy. Mad with 2 D, so MADDFUZZY. Mad Fuzzy. And I believe, from what I'm like understanding in here, that this is all the sheep are in Maine, the wool is in Maine, the spinning's in Maine, the dyeing's in Maine. So it's all like a homemade type of piece. Oh, these are so gorgeous. So there are 2 different pieces that came here from Marta. And we have Ancient Jewels sock set on the Pretty Tough East Frisian wool and 20% Starfire nylon, which I'm not sure what Starfire is, but it sounds beautiful. So this is one set. Oh, so pretty. And this is the logo, Mad Fuzzy. Our base is local. Mad Fuzzy is exciting sheep breeds, unique fibers, and hard-wearing yarns. From shepherd to shearer, mill to dye pot, we keep it close to home. How beautiful is that? So everything is made in Maine, and it's just local, and it's very it's a very toothy yarn. You can feel the sheep in this, but it's the type of yarn, if you can do it, it will knit socks that would like last forever. I'm pretty positive. They are so nice. And then this one, same thing on the side, passion fruit on the Pretty Tough East Frisian wool and Starfire nylon. This is 400 yards, 100 grams, Marta. So this is passion fruit from Mad Fuzzy. And again, it is that like really like thick, like. So I'm going to do some giveaways, guys, and if you are a tough wool loving person, I will have a prompt in my Ravelry thread, and you'll be able to win one of these, or maybe both. Oh, I'm really partial to that one. Try not to be, actually this one too, but anyway, you'll be able to win some of this Mad Fuzzy yarn. I will have a prompt and please enter if you are a tough wool type of person that can like handle it. It is not a very soft merino. It is a wool that is going to withstand the, a beating. But that's kind of what you want for socks and other garments that are going to be hard wearing. But just so you know, if you're entering the thread for the giveaway, that is the type of wool that you're getting. And it's all just so made so close to home. I just thought that was so, so sweet. And I think there's some tea in here too. It's just gorgeous. Oh my word. Yeah. So this is the Highland Organics, a taste of wild Maine. Blue Cool. So I'm going to have some tea. Blueberry lemon verbena tea. So what a nice package. I'm tempted to keep one, but I'm also tempted to share both. So thank you, Marta. Please check her out, Mad Fuzzy. I will have that linked hopefully in the Ravelry giveaway. Even if you don't want to enter the giveaway, you can go to the thread and check her out. Oh, thank you, Stella. So yes, that was one. And then two, and I believe my dear Mauricia is here. I think I saw her name pop up. Get my brain together here. These are dyed by Mauricia, and the two colors are Professor Slughorn, which I love. It's on a singles base, and Marvelous, which is like a pun on mauve. And this is Yarns Crazy Obsessions, who is Mauricia, and she is on Etsy. So that's Yarns with an S, Crazy Obsessions. And these two stunners, she said that these are two of her favorites to dye up, which I can see why. Mauricia was the test knitter for this gorgeous hunk of yarn over here. Now, she recommended that these would go really well in a brioche project, which I completely agree. Oh, they're so pretty. Marvelous and Professor Slughorn. Oh, so pretty. So if you are captivated by either of these, which I would be if I were you, there's Professor Slughorn and Marvelous, and then I'll have to decide if they can be a giveaway or if I'm just gonna scoop them up and knit them into hats, cause purple's my head color. I like purple on my head. But these are just stunning. Thank you so much for sending them over. You didn't have to. You already had done so much gorgeous. Oh my gosh, yeah. Marvelous, Professor Slughorn, Yarns Crazy Obsession, who is Mauricia. She has donated here before, and I am always so grateful when people do. So thank you. I'm like sitting here, like this would go great with my pom. Meg, stop. But like, wouldn't it though? Okay. So anyway, yes, these are gorgeous. I have not knit with single ply yarn in a very long time. I had a very bright blue is a single ply that I was working with. Just happens to be right here. Yeah, so this is the other single ply that I have, which is Nassau Blue from Madeline Tosh. And just like, they'd be so pretty all together. Oh, gosh, they're gorgeous. So yes, Yarns Crazy Obsessions and Mad Fuzzy Yarns. Two different ones that came in the mail. I had to share. They're absolute stunners. They're stunners. They're gorgeous. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I know. My friend Angelica, who is Lila Styles on Etsy and Instagram. You'll often find me tagging her. She's Lila Styles Me. And she is a bag maker that I absolutely adore. Last time I was talking to you, I was talking about sorry I keep turning around, my Dobby bag. So these are going to be available in Lila Styles' shop. Lila Styles is the shop, Angelica's the girl. So there's Dobby, and I was like, the only thing that's really missing is like something to hang on to. Well, wouldn't you know how wonderful she is, she thought of that, and the next set of bags that she sent over have little clips that I can put on my wrist. Does she not think of everything? So these are some new fabrics that I wanted to share with you guys. This is I believe a Gryffindor, because it's red. I think it comes in different background colors, but it has all of the house cats. Look how cute they are. I love a little raven one. Look at that. And this little guy over here is too cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. And on the inside, we have a flat black. Good for just a basic palette. Goes with everything. So these kitties are available on Lila Styles Etsy shop, and I love these bags. I'm not sure if this comes as an extra or if you order it, or I have to look into that. I'm not sure how you get one of these on there. I don't know if you ask or if you just pick the one that has it. All very interesting things. So it has this one, and then I'm gonna go backwards up to the pièce de résistance. This one, so she's been working with some embroidery recently, and proud to be a Gryffindor. Very true. Very, very true. I am very proud to be a Gryffindor. I actually have discovered that I'm a bit of a Griffin puff, which I'm totally okay with, because I do have a very soft spot for Hufflepuffs. They're just always so kind and sweet, and I have a ton of Hufflepuff knitting friends. So it just seemed right that when I took the, like, what mash of houses would you be, I was a Griffin puff, and I was like, I knew it. My husband keeps telling me I'm a Hufflepuff, but I have tested since age 10, and recently at like 26, I test Gryffindor every time. So I'm a Gryffindor with some puff aspects thrown in. So I'm proud to be a Gryffindor, and inside it has my house. I love it. I love it so much. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Ah, the crest. And I won't show off the project yet. I'll do that in the whips. But yes, so proud to be a Gryffindor. This also comes with the bag clip, so I can do the piece on there. So, ta-da, like so. Raven puff, I love it. Yes, I think my friend's a Raven puff too, Molly. She won't admit it, but she is. So this one was stunning, but the one that, you know how when you give a kid a new toy, they usually like go to bed and sleep with it, and they like walk around with it, and they don't want to leave it anywhere? That's how I felt about this bag. I put it next to my bed. I was like, you stay here now. You stay with me forever. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's stunning. It's got the gorgeous bag tag again. I put my new Chocolate Frog Progress Keeper on there as a zipper pull for now, and I haven't put a project in there yet. I need the right pair of something, and I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. But this is an embroidery Hermione. I know that there is an embroidery set coming out. So there's Dobby, there was Harry, there's Hermione, and I'm not sure. I know that Proud to be a Gryffindor is probably in that embroidery set. So she's been kind of working through this, and I found she had done this design on a pillow originally, and I was like, I don't need another pillow, but I could totally walk around with this gorgeous Hermione print on a bag. So I messaged her to like basically order one. I was like, I'd really like this. Can you custom make it? And she's like, I had actually thought of you already, and I have it in a package. And I was like, what? So I'm absolutely floored. It's stunning. There she is up close. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. I love her big bushy hair and her book, and her wand, and that she's wearing her school uniform. And it's more of that Gryffindor. And inside is Dumbledore's army, because that was very close to Hermione. And you can see a little bit. I have a cup of coffee on the back here. My mom had gotten me a new pin. You can kind of see it. There it is. So I'm just really excited. A Hermione's Everyday Sock in the Hermione colorway in the Hermione bag. There we go. Actually, so this cube on the end is all self-striping yarn, and at the bottom here, I want to say this one I'm poking. This is the like a Hermione colorway that I just got from Not Scrumptious Pearl, Not Nomadic Yarns. What's the other one I always order from? Bugger. I can't think of it. That'll come back to me later. Ooh, I look at her shop all the time. I can't think of it. I'm so sorry. I'm having a complete brain wipe. It's been a while since I've knit one of her colors, and that's why I probably can't remember. So yes, these bags are going to be in her shop, and I just saw yes, Yarn Jar. Thank you, Sarah. Oh my word, Yarn Jar. From the Yarn Jar, I just got a Hermione skein. Thank you. That was making my brain melt. These embroidery bags are going to be available, so you can get your character of choosing. I'm not sure of the colors that go behind it. Mine's on red for Hermione, but I'm not sure if that's always or if that was just because I did ask for red. I really don't know. So please keep your eye out. This is a really nice canvas, perfect for pins. If you, like me, have quite a few pins, you know, off and about, I think she'll do a Hufflepuff one. I could definitely pass that information along as I chatter with her quite often. I think a Hufflepuff one would be really good. Would you want to see like a badger wearing a scarf, or would you want to see like one of the Hufflepuff characters wearing a scarf, or just like a Hufflepuff girl, like generic girl wearing a scarf or boy wearing a scarf? Curious. Leave it in the comments down below so that it doesn't disappear, because these, I don't know if they still stick around. I can see them knit for a few seconds, but put them in the comments down below that don't go away. The ones that, the official ones, all the way down here. And then that way, Angelica can also read them and get some ideas. And then maybe you'll be able to see an adorable badger in a scarf, because I would be really excited to see that too. Oh, she just came out with 4 new house colors in fabric that just came in, and they're amazing. They're so amazing. Nymphadora in a Hufflepuff bag. Oh my god, with her fun hair or something. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like the pink or purple. Anyway, I think I've waffled on long enough about this. Hermione bag, absolutely obsessed. I think it's about time I start pulling out some legit knitting other than just bags, because bags house my legit knitting. There she is. Oh good, you're hearing all this live too. I'm telling them to put the comments down so that you can read them later if you're distracted, because I know she's got kiddos, and you know, having kids, just distractions. I know that for a fact with teaching. I think I'm ready for whips. I'm ready for whips. Let's just go with you have your marching orders, embroidery orders. I love it. I love puns. I do. I love puns. Okay. Whew. Here we go. So in my Socks for Dobby bag with my Niffler, because fun, I have a new pin on the back. It's a green tea. My mom got me 2 pins for Easter, and so I put one on one and one on the other. And I cast on some Easter socks. So here we go. Time to whip it. These little adorable peeps are made by Simply Serving, and they're just little marshmallowy peeps. They're kind of hard to focus on because they're glittery and they're textured. When you feel them, they feel like that sand texture. So cute. Yeah, I absolutely love them. I was so mad I didn't have them with me. My husband wasn't able to make it up for Easter, so he was down here and I was up there. We were apart for a whole week, which is probably the longest we've been apart since we got married. And, you know, we both came back together. We're like, that was rubbish. Let's never do that again. So I'm working on the Weekenders colorway by Jinx Yarns. It's my first skein of Jinx Yarns ever to knit up. It's really nice. I think it's a 80/20 base, and it's like got this good, sock feel. I'm working on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. 1.5. I did say 1.5, not 2.5, right? Which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. Yeah. And yeah, not too much to say. I just started and cast on Easter morning. I have this weird little pink thing going on in the toe. I don't mind it. Cast on Easter morning. Worked on them throughout Easter, Easter dinner. Did I do it in Easter Mass? Yeah, I think I did. We went to like a 10 o'clock Mass. Yeah, I worked on it in Mass during the sitting still parts. When we stand, I don't, but if we're sitting, I'm knitting. How many stitches do I start with on each needle? Well, I start with either 12, 13, or 14, depending on the thickness of the yarn. 14 for the thinnest ones. And if I want a wider toe, typically 12 or 13 stitches. This was 13. And I wrap it, and I'm not sure what kind of cast on this is, but I wrap it around the needles 13 times, and then you pull the back needle long and you go into the first stitch and you knit. Yeah, so just looks like that when I cast on. I cast on at home so that I had something to hold on to by the time we got to church, and it wasn't too like obnoxious with yarn. I do keep it very low and on my lap, and I just kind of just knit away on it. Yeah, so I got maybe 4 stripes. I think I got 4 stripes done in church, and then I got a few more stripes done during the day. But I've been absolutely obsessed with my Shui Shrug. Pretty darn obsessed, which is really funny because the last podcast I did, I hadn't worked on it in like 2 podcasts. So anyway, Easter socks, I just thought they were super bright color, and I wanted to let me see, can I see your, yes I can, Turkish cast on, there it is. Okay. I've learned that if I'm on my tablet, FYI, and I've learned if I kind of push up, I can see maybe 5 or 6 of your comments at once, but they just faded away like little ghosts again. It's interesting. It's a learning experience. So anyway, in my Dobby bag, my Easter socks, I kind of want to move them to a brighter bag, but I'll work on that later. Speaking of Hogwarts class cow, in my proud to be a Gryffindor bag, and I did originally have my McGonagall socks in my Hermione bag because it was new and I just wanted to put it in there, but it didn't feel right. McGonagall is very proud to be a Gryffindor and to have Gryffindors, and you would be proud of me because I've done a chunk on those. Look at that. Woo! Try that again. Look at that. So about 2 green repeats, and I am almost at the heel. I need to go halfway through the next green repeat, and that will be the heel. So very close to the heel. This is Knit Picks Cordial, and this is McGonagall in the Sparkle, whatever Ashley's Sparkle base is for Nomadic Yarns. Absolutely love it. And I have a little sorting hat because she sorted the houses. A little sorting hat on here, which I'm pretty sure Marisha also made. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this cordial goes great with her Bellatrix, Sirius, McGonagall colorways. Any time that she uses this like plumberry color, it usually looks pretty good with this one thrown in. Just FYI. Oh, so proud of myself. So this, I got my hair done the other day, and it's back to its lovely purple. It's very subtle, and it'll get lighter as I wash it. But the red was just kind of looking a little washed out, stringy. Yeah, it just wasn't looking nice. It's not even trimmed. It's just clean, and that's all. I match everything with my project. Look how good this is. Gryffindor teacher and house, little guy, and they like look so good. I'm just thrilled with this. So as I got my hair done, I knit that much on my socks. Look how much I got done. That's huge. And I spent a good amount of time just sitting and talking with a coffee cup in my hand at one point. So I could have gotten even to the heel, I think. In here, I just have the cordial skein, and I have the McGonagall skein, and I haven't shown these in a while, I have my foot. So I either do it myself or I have somebody else trace it. You do want to kind of put some pressure down on your foot so that it spreads out and you can get a accurate. If you're not putting any pressure on your foot, it's smaller because your skin hasn't moved to accept the pressure of your body. So you want to make sure that when you're tracing your foot, you put a little bit of pressure on your foot. And I just marked in where my ankle was, where I thought the fish lips kiss heel should go. And now I kind of use that for where my afterthought heel should go. I go to that line. And then this is about how much of a toe I need, or I like to have. And this is a folder. It's a folder, and you can get them at, Office Max was the last place I got mine, CVS. Oh, a placemat too. That would be really good. Mine's a little curled right now because it's been around a ball. But, yeah, they are waterproof. They are puppy proof for the most part. T probably could have chewed on it, but she didn't. Speaking of, she is doing really well. So, yeah, just passing that information along to all of you because I know how invested you all got with us watching her sit here and podcast. I do miss the pieces out of her. How many inches? Ooh, I don't know how many inches I have before the heel. I know my heel is about 2 inches, so I go about 2, 4, 6, 7.5 to 8, I would guesstimate before my heel. 7.5 to 8 inches here. Thank you. Georgianne likes my ears too. I'm about to chat about our mandrakes. So my next project, Living in My Mandrake Bag by Georgianne of Stitching Plaza, who happens to be with us. Hi, Georgianne. This fabric was a desperate need for me, and I really, ooh, yes. And I really wanted this fabric, period. That was it. And I tried to buy it in a Chicken Boots update, and couldn't get it, and so I didn't buy anything because that was all I wanted. I really just wanted this fabric. And as I posted something about it, and Georgianne, coming to my rescue, said, "Sweetie, I have that fabric. I can make some bags." And I'm like, "Can you?" I'm so excited. So excited right here. Oh, thank you, my shawl on the wall. Those colors are a Knit Picks Stroll Cake mixed with Mermish, Tea, and Elizabeth Pennant. So yeah, these little mandrakes have been an inspiration. They inspired us to do a full cowl where I created the yarn, which I am releasing 6 more kits. 6 more kits. That they are coming out again, and this is like the last time because I don't think Georgianne has any fabric after that. So we're doing 6 more bags, 6 more charms, 6 more skeins in a full set, and the mini. And then the Mandrake full and mini will be released to my shop, but I won't have any charms and I won't have any bags, just so you know. Ooh. Pretty sure I can only do 6. So, I'm so excited. So anyway, it doesn't have, I can show you the charm. I did pack that because I have a few not cowls, I keep calling them cows, a few kits, there you go, a few kits that I have coming out quite soon that I want to get you jazzed about. But this is one of the little mandrakes. He is a brand new mandrake. This is completely different than the past mandrake that was available. So you get your mandrake, and it comes in a little plastic bag, which I'm now trying to get him back into. It's like trying to repot them. Repotted. So I have a little mandrake in here, and then it goes with this bag and then the skein of yarn. So again, the bags will be available, the charms will be available, and the yarn will all be together as a kit. Once again, there will be 6 of them available. I have the charms. The bags are coming. As soon as I have everything in one spot, I will let you know. I will give you at least, I would say, at least a week notice, so that if you're working with budget or paychecks or whatever, you have at least like 5-6 days notice of this is coming. I don't want anyone to feel like it was just sprung on them 24 hours in advance. So on their way, very excited. And I will be releasing those 6 bags. I don't know when yet, or 6 bags and kits and everything. I don't know when yet, but as soon as I know, you will know. So anyway, inside my mandrake bag, which I love so much, is a gift. This is for my dad. It is a brioche bandana cowl. It will not have the point on it, though. He didn't want the point. So it's basically the second bandana, the second cowl that she did that's just like a tube. And I've got about that much done. So I'm thinking that I will open it up and go across the back and front like they do, but then just bind it off before there's a triangle. Dad is going through chemo right now. He's doing better in some respects. He is eating a little bit, but he's still losing weight pretty rapidly. So we're trying to put more weight on him, basically. He has his 3rd round of chemo next week. Yeah, next week. And then we'll find out if any of the treatments have done anything. So that's what we're up to. It's a very nice and wide cowl. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be warm. It'll be like an easy throw on your neck type of thing. And even just sitting with it like on my arm, I can feel that spot on my arm is warmer. So I think it's gonna be really nice. It's all made out of knit picks, like Brava worsted, and no, this is Swish. This is Swish, I think, and it's they're both just easy care, just in case he got food or he dropped it or something. That would be easier on my mom. This little guy is a deadhead from the Night Bus colorway that Molly the Homespun House did, with the charm of Simply Serving. So there he is. Cracks me up. So I took it out to dinner, and that's right about there. I'm trying to, okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna move it up, and now we'll know the last place you saw it. Sometimes I just don't know. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Sending good thoughts your way too. Thank you everyone for your kind words and support throughout his journey so far. Hopefully the medicines and the medications are doing what they're supposed to, and that it's going to be getting better soon. But yes, so bags, charms, kits, all of that going to be coming up soon. Now I do have a little bit to talk about. There is, a mermaid holiday party kit that will be coming up. I suggested to find some mermaid fabric, and Georgianne, being wondrous, found some. So we are going to have kits. I'm not sure how many. The last kits that I did, I only had 16, but they sold out in 45 seconds. So let's see how much fabric we have, how many kits we could possibly do, and how much interest there is in a mermaid bag. The mermaids, I do not believe were Christmassy, but they will be released for Christmas in July. So they will be summery and Christmassy. Ba-dum-bum. I also have charms, little circular charms with mermaid scales on them. I also have the mermaid charms that I've been selling in my shop that will be with the kit. And I want to do a full and a mini again. And so, Ravenclaw or Slytherin? My hubby is a Ravenclaw, so I'd have to go with Ravenclaw out of the two. But I'm a Gryffindor. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there's the charm. So I have a ton of these that are going to go. Now, this is why they're not done. This. So my thought was I would do the ribbing. Sorry if you can hear the wind. I'm gonna do the ribbing, and then I'm gonna have like two rows of red. I think I'm gonna be ripping this back, but I wanted to show you what my idea was. I would have a stripe of red, and then I would have a stripe of the mint again, and then I would top it with red. And it's just, for one, when you purl to the front side, you get that little bump of the other color, and I didn't like how that looked, so I went back and then I just knit the whole row. Let me just show you. And then I knit the whole row, so it didn't have it, but now it's not thick enough. And then I went back to the ribbing, and here I'm not in love with how it's coming out. So what I might do is just have the top cap as red. I don't know, I had such ideas for this and such gusto, and the minute I started this and I ended up with this four-way tangle here, like this is just a hot mess because this cake's attached and the other cake's attached, and anyway, this colorway is Mermaid Holiday Party. It will be coming with the bags, and it will be released with a mini that will go with it. I'm not sure if it's going to be like the bright red, like the Pepper Imps that I did, or if it's going to be more like a Hagrid deeper burgundy red. So, TBD. But Mermaid Holiday Party, absolutely obsessed. So fun. I've been knitting these since New Year's. They were my New Year's Eve cast on, and they are almost my third pair for the box of socks. If I had just not had this stupid striping idea, it would be just fine. But I had to try it, and in trying it, I've realized that I hate it, and I'm probably gonna rip it back. Alas, alack, what are you gonna do? Anyway, here we go. So they are almost done. Hopefully I will have some finished socks for you next week, but and this is a 50-gram skein here, and this is what's left. So not enough to do heels, which is why the red was coming in, but it's a hot little mess right now, and I'm not even gonna think about it. My unicorn bag is by Georgiana's Stitching Plaza, and I had my Easter socks in it originally because it was the pink and the teal, but then everything got switched around once I was moving things. All right, so moving things one area to the other, like it's just like making a pile here. Okay, I've got one, I've got two, then I've got the Shusui Shrug, then I've got the yarn, the kits, the shawl, Georgianne. Georgianne actually was a test knitter for me. This is the Drogon colorway, which I am not sure if it is available right now in the shop, but Ginny would knit up similarly, orange to green, Tale as Old as Time and Space, yellow, orange to blue, Potions Master, green to black, Dementor's Kiss, purple to black, and Toothless is coming soon, so that would be red to black. So this is the Imagine When by Joji Locatelli. It's a smaller, it's kind of like not a shawlette, but sort of like a shawlette. Yeah. It's beautiful. It really shows off that variegation in the yarn, I think, and I wanted it to pool, so I think it did what I wanted. And that's how Drogon knits up if you've never seen it. But it's very pretty. Just kind of, you know, see, it's tinier than ones that I'm used to. So I'm like, how do you style such a thing? It's working. And coppers. Really? Can we not, guys? Doing a thing here. Go. Away with you. Away with you. So here it is. Yes. Drogon, which was a test knit that Georgianne did for me. So thank you, Georgianne. Among all of the things that she had going on between bags and Stitches West and like tons of stuff, she also did this. So happy. Aw. Well, I'm glad we are entertaining Ashley for the day. I hope I'm entertaining any of you at this point. I try. Yes. Okay, so those are the two that came in the mail. Moving on. Speaking of beginning sweater bits, try to get this open. There it is. I have my new colorway Hagrid, which this is showing up so pink, so light. It's actually more in that range. Yeah, that's better. And this is the original, like, 3 skeins that I did. So I would say that it's probably gotten a little bit deeper since. Oh, there's my mandrake. I forgot I had put this little guy on there. I'll give you a sneak peek. There you go. Forgot he was on there. Oh, that's so funny. So here's my mandrake and a jelly bean. And this is the beginning of my very wrinkly boxy. It is, yeah, it's more like that, I would say. And as you can see, it's going to be so wearable. It's such a good color, personally, I think, for me and all of that. It's such a good color. So, yeah, I'm debating if I should show you, I got a charm for the Slug Club, and I don't think I showed you yet. I think I did a sneak peek where he was hiding in the folds of something before. Yeah. Okay. So I got just this much done since the last time you saw it. Honestly, it's nothing more, but I just wanted to share it to have something to share. And yeah, did a high-low hem, so it's a little bit longer on the back than it will be on the front. And oh, I need to have time to just chug away at the stockinette again. I've been doing the brioche pretty religiously at the moment, so that's been keeping me very occupied, very occupied. So there will be the Mermaid Holiday Party, which will have bags. There will be the and a skein and a mini, and then there'll be Slug Club, which will come with a skein, a mini, and a charm. So there'll be 2 different charm bags. Like, it'll be highlighting 2 different makers for that, FYI. In my Hufflepuff colored but house themed bag by Fate's Thread, which I absolutely love the print. I do wish it was just a little bigger, but that's because I knit at 2 socks at a time. So I have socks. Yay! By the way, both of those kits are going to come out around June, so don't worry. Don't worry about them coming out like next week or anything. June, because they're for Christmas in July. I release all of my Christmas colorways in June. There will be some new ones, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, I'm thrilled and I'm excited. So I hope you like them, and I just want to give you a heads up so that you can kind of squirrel away if you want, or if you had a birthday coming up and you wanted to get a gift card or anything, because heads up is a good thing. Anyway, I'm working on my, and I said this wrong, it's Cliff Hanger, not Cliff Diver. So these Cliff Hanger socks by, well, they're my socks, but the yarn is by Scrumptious Pearl. Scrumptious Pearl. I'm going with it. Yes. Scrumptious Pearl with that adorable dog that she has. And this little charm is by Lindsay of Simply Serving. This came with one of my mother-in-law's soaps. So this is Scrumptious Pearl, and it's the cliffhanger color, and I have heels because I call her my legacy, Alyssa. She's the one of my students that I used to have and I don't teach anymore. She's graduating this year, so she's moving on. I'm so excited. But she learned to knit from me, and then she learned to knit socks from me, and she learned to knit sweaters from me, so I just call her my legacy. And we swapped projects while I came over to visit, and I did the toes. I did the toes. Hi! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I did the toes on her socks, and she knit up to the heels on mine. I was like, I'm so bored of looking at these. Can you just do this for me? And she's like, yeah, can you knit this for me? I'm like, yeah. So we swapped. She started on another pair of socks, and it's in my Mermish colorway that I had gifted her, and she was so excited to get them on the needles. So I breezed through the toes in like an hour, and in that hour she knit up to the heel for me. So I was able to I had to do like 2 rows, and then I popped in the heels, and then I was able to do this much afterwards. So now I'm just going back down towards the toe, and I really love this color. It reminds me of the Drizzle color by the Hey Sister Yarn Co. But since I don't have the Drizzle color, I was going to use white. But then this is a mini that I have. It's Gringotts. It's the original Gringotts. So it doesn't have the speckles like the Gringotts does now, the black speckles. But this is the original Gringotts, Sans Speckles, and I thought that it kind of matched with the gray, so what do we think? Is it too warm? I'm trying to like get a good, I feel like, am I losing light here? Am I, come here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Yes, no? I'll try to take a picture on Instagram too so you can see it better. I really would love to do that honey color, but and I know it's ridiculous. I have so many up here. I don't have that color. That one right there. Very, very picky. So yes, it looks so yellow when okay, that seems a little bit better. I feel like I'm getting a lot of yellow from, I don't know what, the setting sun? I feel like sometimes it looks too warm. I'll try to take a photo so that you can have a better thing. It might be a smidge too warm. It might be. But that's the original Gringotts. So I was thinking that was good, but now I'm not sure. Okay, so anyway, socks, Cliffhanger by Scrumptious Pearl. Still loving them, but loving them slightly less just because I've had them on the needles for a while. Did I cast these on this year? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Thanks, Tristan. I'm pretty sure I did. So, yeah, living in bag, making piles, so fun. Okay, scooching over again. Yeah, I feel like I'm picking up a lot of tan. I mean, I'll be tanner. That's fine. Glorious. Okay, got my grabby hands on. I wanted to share with you how Hagrid looks in the skein. Again, that's more accurate. This is the Hagrid color. This is the 3rd skein. I have 3 skeins set aside for that sweater, and I'm hoping it's enough to get long sleeves out of it. No, I don't need long sleeves. I need the whatever boxy sleeves are. They only go to your elbow, right? Yeah, I wouldn't need long sleeves. So hopefully, I have 2 full skeins, and I'm almost done the 1st skein. Hopefully, I will be able to get all the way through a boxy sweater in 3 skeins. The yarn yardage of the math says I can do it. But life likes to be an itch sometimes and annoy you, and I'm not sure I will. So anyway, I think it looks glorious with my darker hair, personally. And I'm very excited. So this is Hagrid. I have a ton of Hagrid downstairs. I got a ton of orders overnight. Thank you guys. I have a sale going on right now for 10%. It's Spring Break 2018. 10% off of almost every skein in the shop. And everybody's been saving like $5, $6, $7, $8 on their order. It's nice. I like doing that for you. So yes. Ta-da! So this is not mine. This is Madeline Tosh in like the Optic Smoke color, I think. I would have to read the tag again. But it looks like this. And this is going to, there you go, it looks like that. This is going to be complimentary to a new set that I have coming out for me. I actually have a silver that I'd love to dye up for you for Wind Shear, which is another dragon, but let me not get ahead of myself here. Let me not get too ahead of myself. Now this is the 50-gram mini, and I also have the 20-gram mini, which is the one that's going to be in the shop. But I dyed myself up some 50 grams because I wanted to show you as much color as I possibly could. And then those might be available as well later. But with the kit, there will be a kit coming out. You will get 5 minis and your own dragon egg. So here are the dragons. Let's see if I can separate them out. Elizabeth Bennett. I just took a photo on Instagram this morning. Elizabeth Bennett. Do I have her up here? I have her downstairs, but I'd have to leave to get it. All right, so these are the 5 minis that come with the kit. And then these are the mock-up. This isn't the official, but these are the mock-ups of the dragon eggs. So there's one that's unhatching. This one is hatching. And there's the wing and the tail. I know that my camera is not the best facing forward. I'm sorry. Wing and the tail. Here's another mock-up. So these were all the original testing ones, and then I picked my favorite aspects about these, and the designer and I chatted back and forth, and then I let her creative juices go to town. So you'll get a dragon egg, and you'll get your 5 minis, each of them 20 grams. So let me do my dragons here. I'm a huge fan of How to Train Your Dragon. Super nerd. The wedding song from the second movie was actually played at our wedding as a post-communion, and the exit, the exiting trumpeting was How to Train Your Dragon, the dancing and the dreaming, because nerds. So you have Toothless. Oh, hi, Robert. Oh my gosh. Geez, they'd be glorious. Robert, I think I might message you about that. You've got Toothless, which is a mix of like gray, navy, black, and the red tail. You've got Stormfly, which is really blowing out. Let's bring her back here. That's better. You've got Hookfang. You've got Barf and Belch. That's really bright again. Yeah, that's about it. It is bright. It's not quite that bright, but and this is Meatlug. So that's how your 20-gram mini set looks in your hand, like this. All of these will be available in full skeins after the kit's released, and I'm hoping April, May. Hoping April that I'll be able to get the kit out. So they look like this. Now let's see them larger. But it's like they grow. Oh, I'm obsessed. So the Monstrous Nightmare, which again is just darker than that. There you go. It's a bit darker. So that's Hookfang's Monstrous Nightmare. The Zippleback, which is literally glowing right now. Can I like, there we go, there it is. Okay, there we My neons are quite bright, but like the way that the light hits them, I mean, I'm glowing right now, and you know I don't glow in person. Um, Toothless got a little bit more of that deepness thrown in. Pat was like, "No, Toothless has the blue," and I'm like, "Not till the second movie. He has a red tail, and so this is the Night Fury, but specifically Toothless because of the red tail, which I'm pretty obsessed with." Meatlug is a Grunkle. I actually really love this one, and Pat loves this one. He thinks he sees a little bit of like an army feel into it. So he's like, "Oh, that'd be really nice with like a dark green. You can make like a cowl." I was like, "Oh yes, I could make you a cowl, couldn't I?" And then Stormfly, which I am blanking on the dragon. That's gonna drive me bananas. Yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts. Can't think of it. Stormfly is the name of the dragon, but the breed of dragon. Nope, it's completely escaping me. And then I want to dye up a gray to go with it. This one kind of inspired me, being a Madeline Tosh. I obviously can't sell it, so I wanted to let you know what I'm doing with mine. Stormfly. Oh, thank you. I'm obsessed with Stormfly too. All of these will be available in large sizes if you want to choose your dragon. But I want to do some sort of minis shawl with all of these and this kind of gray. And this gray would be wind shear when I make it. I had a gray of Patronus. It didn't really go over that well, but I'm thinking a gray, like, and Padfoot is kind of a gray with black speckles already. I'm picturing like a different gray somehow. The struggle of dyeing and colors. But yeah, so wind shear would be a large one if you wanted to get a gray, or you could order Padfoot, or you could order Acid Pop would go with it. Oh, there's Padfoot. Yeah, see? Padfoot would go really well with all of those. Just, oh, they're gonna be so fun. So these are coming out hopefully this month. And in the meantime, I need to get these caked up. A Deadly Natter. Thank you. That was going to drive me nuts. Deadly Natter. That's Stormfly. Whew. Thank you for looking it up, because that was just going it's like a person and you can't remember their name. It's going to drive me nuts. So there they are. There's the dragons. They are coming to the shop. I'm thrilled with them. I've now done mini sets. So I have five of these already dyed up. Hello, Poland. I have 5 of these already dyed up, all pretty much ready to go. They just have to be packaged, and then you need to get your dragon egg. And then these are mine because I wanted larger ones. I can check how many, like 50 grams I have, and then after the minis are released, might be able to do maxis or something. I don't know. Halvesies, baby dragons, just hatchlings. That could be fun. I just think the set is so fun, personally. Like, I love seeing them all together, but I could easily see, you know, like a shawl out of this one, or, you know, you can mix. I think that the Deadly Natter and the Zipplebacks look really good together. I think that the Monstrous Nightmare and the Night Fury look really good together. Baby dragons. I think these 3 or these 2 play off really well together. And in like an odd way, I really like these together for like Christmassy type of thing. So, oh, they're just, I'm getting a lot of light in here, so understand they're a little bit brighter, but they're just gorgeous. Oh, I'm so excited. So, yeah, I am excited to share these with you. I'm excited that I've had a lot of good feedback so far on my Instagram stories and such. And I cannot wait to get your dragon eggs and your dragons out to you, and I cannot wait to see what you do with them. I'm very excited. I've gotten a ton of great suggestions on what to do with minis and a full skein of yarn. If you're interested in wind shear, which will be the gray that I will make, let me know. Let me know. I mean, Hagrid would even melt in there pretty good. So yes, I'm so excited. Minis on minis on minis. Just, these are the 50 grams. These are the 20 grams. The 20 gram minis are going to be the ones that will come in the kits with the eggs. If you would like larger ones, I can work on that for you. If you would like full skeins of any of them, I can work on that for you. Just let me know. Okay. Just put them back there for now. Okay. 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 Catching my breath here. All right, here we go. I did want to share that I, in going through inventory, have some DK weight shawl sets that I had for the shop in the Yarn Club, and they did not sell, so I have them still. This is, oh my gosh, I do have Elizabeth Bennet. Haha! This is Elizabeth Bennet mixed with tea, which is one of my favorite combinations. That's these two right here. And that one is the first one, so it's a lot darker. But yeah, it's just a very soft peach, and it's just really, really pretty with the navy. So I have Elizabeth Bennet and tea, and then I have Padfoot and Acid Pop. These are all available on DK Weight. Direct message me if you are interested in them. I think I have one of these and I have two of these. So yeah, let me know. So those are available, all ready to go. And then my friend Tristan, who's here, has made a brioche pussycat hat. And I'm thinking that these are the colors that I want to do for it, you know, just really go for the pink. So this is, oh my god, you guys, and this is Hermione Goes to the Yule Ball. I think there's only 3 skeins, including this one, in the shop right now. Ba-doop. So pretty. I think that it would make a really, really fun pussycat hat. This is all fingering weight, and Tristan, is the pattern for DK? Because if it is, I'll just hold it double. But I was thinking this would be the foreground, this would be the background, and just make a really fun colored pussycat hat. Yeah, they're really obnoxiously pink, but I love them. It is for fingering weight, then I'm totally good. So maybe I'll make a couple brioche pussycat hats, and that will be Christmas gifts this year. So I wonder how many I can get out. Two hats for 2 skeins? 4 hats for 2 skeins? I'll have to read the yardage again, but I'm very excited. I've wanted to make her pattern for a while, and I just have been blipping on it. That's my bad, but this is going to be so fun. So, oh my god, you guys, and Hermione Goes to the Yule Ball. 4 skeins of this are going to the Yarn Club. There it is. The Yarn Club. There we go. So, now, what else? All right, you go this way, and you go this way. And, okay, so I think I'm ready. Shrug. I'm so excited. So, the last time that you saw this shawl blanket thing, it was only this big. Look. It was so tiny. So this is the Shrug, which is with our Shrug cow. Try to get that out of your right. There you go. And I had just gotten to the blue and through the blue, and I think to the last repeat. I'm so excited. Ah, falling over. A lot of colors in here. Mildly, I can sum it up to the blue one. This blue is Monet. This is Fairy Wings. This is Luna by, what's her name? Kemper from Junk Yarn. On the front, there's Confetti something. This is Mint Julep. This is Caribbean Seas. Then it goes into Shiver. Then it goes into Genie from Hedgehog Fibers. I have to say I don't love Hedgehog Fibers, and it's when I have it, like, it just looks very like it's not holding up the stitches very well. I prefer the look of the wool on the beginning here. I prefer the look of the stitches, but the Hedgehog Fiber splits a lot, and I feel like it just doesn't have that plumpness that I really enjoy about yarn. Ta-da! I'm very excited. So it's doing this, and I have all the way under the arms here. I'm so excited. I am on the last increase repeat, and then I do rows 1 and 2 again, and then I resolve all of the yarn overs by doing like a knit one, purl one or something, and then I do the largest I-cord bind off of my life. Maybe. Because I'm pretty sure, yes. Can I see the first 2 colors? This was Confetti, which was white with little speckles on there. And then the second one was Mint Julep, and that is Crazy Colorworks. Cozy Colorworks? Crazy Colorworks? I'd have to look at the tag again. Crazy or Cozy Colorworks. It's one of the two, and I met them there. I have a similar, like, Mermish is very similar to the Monet, and my drop cloth is similar-ish with some black thrown in to the Confetti, but yeah, mostly it's a lot of memories, like a lot of things that I picked up like over other people's. Like this was, I went out for Molly's birthday and I bought that yarn. This one was going to New York and I bought that from Kemper. Genie was actually enraged me when I got it because it didn't look anything like the skein I ordered, but it did end up going well with this fade. So I was pretty pleased with that. But I'm super thrilled because now I've got arms. And all I have to do is, I'm going to do the extra long arms. I'm actually not going to, I'm going to follow the pattern to pick up the stitches, but then I'm just going to knit until I'm happy with the length. And I'm going to do them 2 at a time if I can. I'm not sure if anyone else has done the arms yet in our Cal, but if they have, did you do them 1 at a time? Did you do them on DPNs or circulars? Did you do them 2 at a time? Were they hard? That's all my questions. But I'm absolutely thrilled. It's, I mean, I'm hot right now, but it's cozy and warm and it's cute and it's bright. It would go great with black, which is why I'm wearing a black tank top today. It goes great with black, and let me see if I can just not knock the entire camera over. I'm gonna see the box and, oh, sorry. Okay, there it is. Ta-da! It's so fun. It's gonna be so glorious. I'm so excited. It is. It's just, actually, I'm not wearing it. There it is. My drunk yarn overs. So I'm gonna keep trying on the sleeves as I knit them because I'm not sure if I, yeah, not sure how much sleeve I actually need. There it is. Not sure how much sleeve I actually need. Okay, let me get this box out of the way. Now that I have, oh, I didn't show you the unicorns. Let me take those out, because that is what reminded me of my shawl. So let me put the box away. Also, from Owls and Orchids, my husband is preparing chicken apparently. Also from Owls and Orchids, I have this little unicorn. Let's see if I can get it. And it actually just looks like my Shrug, like it's all the colors in here. It's so cute. And then I have one to give away. It's a rainbow unicorn. So this will get paired up with a pretty skein of yarn, and it will rainbow unicorn its way into someone's heart. So I will have giveaways going in threads. I will have for the Pretty Tough base. I will have giveaways for the knit along that we're doing, for the house cow that we're doing. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gifting all the things. Oh, thank you. They heard you. They say hi. So yeah, super excited. I am on the last repeat here, so I just need to power through that and then power through the I-cord bind off. And the I-cord bind off might be just as long as the dotted rays that I did, because that was very large, and that did take me, geez, how long did it take, babe, how long did it take us to get down to Lake Anna?
4 hours?
Yeah, it took me about 3 to 4 hours to do that bind off, not kidding. I did the entire car ride and I finished it just as we were pulling up. It was insane. This is,
Get lost, so.
we did get lost. It's 495 stitches at the end, and I'm not sure if that's the same. Oh, so if you look on Instagram, Owls and Orchids, as in the flower orchids, she makes all these themed unicorns, and they're so cute. Little guy. So cute. Owls and Orchids. And you can find her on Instagram, and then she has a link to her Etsy. My garter goodness just took over. Aw, garter goodness. Oh, I love it. So this is taken over life over Easter break. I worked on it every day for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Oh my god, or hours and hours and hours. Sorry, not weeks. Jeez. Well, yes, for weeks, but yeah. Yeah, this bind off's gonna be a beast, and it's gonna be worth it. I have my Pygmy Puff, which is a little purple guy from Simply Serving, and yeah, it's like it's just like this. It's a lot, and that's why I have the little protectors on there, because I'm so afraid I'm gonna just whoop it right out. I did actually lose quite a few stitches when I was getting on the train, and I had to somehow fix brioche, like on the train on the way up. It was so stressful. I used an open safety pin. Actually, I didn't so I took a safety pin and I opened it, and then I used the open hook to as a crochet hook because I didn't have one. It was ridiculous. There it is. Oh, it's looking so good. I just started a last color. I kind of wanted to go back to blue. This I thought was going to be navy, and it's not. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. No, I'm not mad. I just want it to have more blue at the end. So I have grabbed some blueberry from Plymouth Yarn Co. Come on. There it is. See, so it's going to go back to blue. I should have used this last, but I did not realize. Yeah, he is. He's prepping food. We've been marinating chicken, and it's gonna be delicious. We have a new cookbook. What's the meat cookbook called? It's like how to cook meat. I don't know. It's a basic cookbook, but it's really good. So, I love it. I absolutely love it. Thanks, Tristan. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to have it off the needles. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very wearable. Hopefully, next week I will be able to show you a finished object. Perhaps Pat will help me take a photo or two or something so I can show you properly, because it's kind of hard just sitting here doing the Macarena. So anyway, I finally got in. I got in my yarn wish back from like Christmas. I totally understand life gets in the way, but I'm just thrilled that it's here and it didn't get lost in the mail. I got my first skein, first and only skein of Stranded Dye Works on the Paradise Space. This is the 80-10-10 Merino Nylon Cashmere Fingering Weight, and it's in the Koi colorway, and I wanted this in the worst way, and now I have it, and I'm so excited. I'm trying to hold it back here so you can see a little better, but it's so soft. I can feel the cashmere and it just makes me so happy. I'm gonna make myself some squishy, glorious socks. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited. Oh, so excited. Ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's exactly, I really, really, really wanted the Koi colorway, and she doesn't really do it anymore, and I was so sad that I wasn't gonna get it, and then my yarn wish came true. And I have it. Oh, super welcome for all of the keto encouragement. My husband and I have gone keto for the last 2 months. We're feeling much healthier and much better, and I've been mildly chatting about it. I'll do some more during Babel probably, but yes, this is my yarn wish that came in. I'm so happy. It's gonna be squishy, squishy socks. If you could only see the pile at my feet right now. Also, because I am a total Nomadic Yarns addict, I love Ashley's yarn. I saw Quirl, and I couldn't say no. So this is Quirl. It's, again, a little bit brighter than normal, but you can see the colors better that way. So it has browns and purples, silver, browns, purple, silver. Looks like this. And I'm out of room in my bird cage, which means I need to work on more of my bird cage socks. My bird cage socks are almost all Nomadic yarns. They are all Harry Potter colorways, and they are all right here. My hubby is a Ravenclaw, that's why that banner is here. But next to me here, if I could pull it in view, this is my Gryffindor one. So, yeah, we have both our banners hanging in my area. Yeah, I love Quirl. I also desperately need Golden Hour, and I like Lockhart with the peach stripes, and I think I need Diagon Alley too. So I've been like carting them but not buying them yet. We all do that, right? We just live with them in our cart. I do that for the yarn jar a lot, and then I just buy 6 skeins at once, as you've seen. Oh, so yes, Quirl looks so good. I think it's going to be a fall color. I'm feeling like November. I feel like he might be my November colorway. I know that Nomadic Yarns Ashley does like a Socks for Dobby knit along, and I think it's a pretty relaxed cowl, but I'm not sure. But it's a Socks for Dobby knit along, and she knits with the books. So month 1, book 1, 2, book 2, and then you're supposed to like pick a skein that goes with the book that you're reading at the time. So Quirl would be perfect for the first book, but the first book's already over, so I'm just going to knit it up when I'm ready. Dinner is actually smelling really good. Whatever he's doing right now smells. Quirl, Quirrell. Quirrell. This is Twisty Sock, 400 yards. You can see the twisty. Come on, focus. And I'm not sure how I got lucky, but I got another little Deathly Hallows charm, which I use a lot. Quirl would be a fun one to put in my Dobby bag, because I feel like those colors really go with it. I'm such a nerd with things having to match. Okay. I hate turning my back on you, but things are behind me. Also, I was working on a few things. Hello! I was working on a few things, and this little mistake, but not really, came out. I get back here. I have 3 skeins of Fleur. So this is Fleur Delacour, and Fleur is, this is the color of the uniform that they wear. So I have 3 skeins of Fleur that I have to take photos of, and then they'll be like one of a kinds. I could probably recreate it, but I have to make sure first. So it's getting so blown out, but there it is. It's white and not denim. What would you call that blue? Periwinkle? Maybe. Super pretty. But yes, so super loving it. Just wanted to let you know that this is also going to cornflower blue. Yes, cornflower blue. I like that. It's going to be available 3 skeins only. They're all on a sparkle base. That's 463 yards. So yes, cornflower blue. Floor is going to be, oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're supposed to get snow this weekend, which is bananas. If you can see like how bright it is right now, it's just like, I cannot believe that we're supposed to get snow. Again, it's the first week in April. Like, why? I'm almost done my coffee. So excited. I think this is decaf though. I'm pretty sure I made myself a decaf coffee, and I'm still this hyper. Just you know. That's a good rule. Says she has a rule to finish something before she can get more yarn. I like that rule. Now that I've finished Ginny socks, I have to cast on another pair of socks. I've got some gorgeous ones up here. I've got the Burrow that I want to start. I've got Arthur Weasley. I've got, what other ones? I just did Ginny. I have my old, oh my gosh, I have the Rhinebeck colorway from 2 years ago. I have the Rhinebeck color from this year. Oh, I do that not with buying, but I do it with starting. Like if I finish a pair of socks, I should start another pair of socks, whether or not I finished any other pairs of socks. I do that a lot. Yeah, but if you're afraid it's not going to be there again, or if it's just like a one of a kind, or if it's a limited edition, you guys just hop on that when it's there, right? Like that's what I do. I just dive in, buy the yarn, put it aside, and knit it at my leisure. I might be doing a D-stash. Chelsea's been doing some D-stashes from Legacy Fiber Arts. Sorry, I'm like glowing. Chelsea's been doing some D-stashes, and I've thought about going through my stash and seeing, am I still as in love with everything as I was when I bought it? Could it be getting a better home? So I'm gonna have a think, and I will be doing the D-stash through the Instagram most likely. If you don't have Instagram and you're still interested in the D-stash, I could try it through Ravelry if you'd prefer. So yeah, just throwing that out there. I've had to think about it, and I think that I might have a few, maybe 4 or 5 at least, that I could pass along to a loving home. You know, it's just not fair. It's not fair for it to just sit if I'm not going to use it. And there are some in there where I'm 100% I'm going to use it. I'm not worried about it. But there's others that I feel like they could use a little love. Hi, Lindsay. I have a question. Should I show them the Slug Club charm, or should I keep it a secret for a little longer? Being so evil. Yeah. So yes. All the dragons are back here. No, you can't wait. I know. I'm like, I'm so antsy. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys anyway, because this thing is the cutest thing I've seen in my whole life. And I do. Okay. I'm gonna back off this way so I don't just. Okay, here we go. So the club color for June is going to be the Slug Club, and it's going to be Slughorn's Christmas Party will be the kit. So this is the club colorway. Trying to get the shadow in there. There we go. This is the club colorway. And I knit a hat out of this, so this should look familiar to you. And then, let's see if I could take it off this, and then I could put it on this. Okay, bam. Alright. And here is the cutest little Christmas slug you've ever seen in your whole life. Look how pleased it is with itself. It's so happy. It has shiny holly berries. It has glittery leaves. It has the happiest little face in the world. It's got this great movement of twisting, like it's sitting with little arms. Oh my gosh. And then it has, and I'll try to flip it around, it's got little spots on its back. And it comes with the nice, well, I love the nice large lobster clasp, personally. So there's the yarn and charm that is coming in June. So excited. There will be the Slug Club, and then again there will be Mermaid Holiday Party. Then we'll have the mermaid bag, it'll have the mermaid yarn, it'll have the mermaid charms. This one will have this and probably a mini, I'm thinking acid pop, but I can do red if you prefer, to make it a Christmas sock. Oh, look at that little face. I love it so much. I love it so much. So this little charm has been hanging out. Let's see if you can see it better if I put it on my bag, or my sweater, sorry. I've been having it here, just hanging out. And then I also, you can see a little confetti cake up here. So bright. I'm sorry. I can't create the shadow well enough to get the, there he is. Little confetti cake. And a little slug club. Oh, I'm so excited. So I sent some sketches over, and Lindsay worked her magic and produced this most adorable slug, because I was like, I don't want it to be gross at all. I want it to be so cute and so Christmassy. I don't want it to be gross. And she's like, oh, I can, yeah. And I was like, maybe some holly on its head. And like, if anyone came to the trunk show, I was already talking about this thing that didn't exist yet. I was like, can you imagine? Wouldn't it be cute? Couldn't you imagine if we just, like, I hadn't even asked her yet, and I was already like, she's gonna do this. She did. Oh my gosh, so cute. So it'll be a yarn and charm with a mini. And I can do the mini in red, or I can do the mini in maybe black, or I could do the mini, sorry, I'm so blown out, black or red, or like acid pop for that lime green to pull it in. I might do a pole, or I might offer two different sets, like a lime green set and a red set, depending on whether you feel the green or feel the red, or if you want me to do a dark green, like Slughorn was the Slytherin's house, so dark green would totally make sense. So yes, that's been living on here alongside my little mandrake. Six kits coming soon. So excited. Cannot wait to get more of this done. I think I have 7 or 11 inches out of 17. So only 7 more inches, which isn't terrible. I just haven't done much on it because of the Shrug. So yes, this yarn will be coming out, and the dragons will be coming out hopefully this month. I am sorry, I am like glowing like crazy. Let's see if I can't, oh, there we go. Less glowy. Yes, less glowy, there we go. Less glowy, okay. I also have I still have my top. Still have my top. The neckline is like really comical now, but if I do a quick I-cord around there, I could get it right back in. This is like a made-up boxy pavement thing, and I think I need to knit a little bit longer and then separate for the sleeves and then go down and then put them back together and then put them back down again. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna finish this off yet, but again, I haven't had any time to work out this because I've had the Shisui Shrug, and I just can blame everything on that now. It's been so much work, like you guys can appreciate. So I think, golly, I think that's it. I think we finally hit the end of the pile in 100 minutes. I'm so sorry that you've been hanging out that long. But anyway, thank you so much for all of your support with the shop, all of your support in knitting different makes, all of your test knits, all of your time, all of your likes, comments. Everything is so wonderful, so helpful. I am just so grateful for all of you. I guess that brings us back into Babel. All right, let's see. I was home for Easter. Dad's doing a bit better. Pat couldn't make it up, so it's just whole week apart, which is total rubbish. Never want to do that again. I haven't had time to do anything for the shop until yesterday. So I dyed yarn today. I did the taxes yesterday. Man, was that a trip and a half. But I was able to really get my books in order, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that because I am not an accountant. And I was very, very proud of myself for that. I also am going to be organizing all of my patterns, my shawl patterns and my sock patterns and everything that I had to print out. I have a book, I have a binder, and I'm going to put everything in sleeves, so I have everything, and then I'm going to organize it by shawls and sweaters and cowls and socks and toys. I am going to just organize my life, right? Isn't that the dream? I'm going to get on Ravelry. I'm going to do the giveaways. I have that gorgeous bag from Spool Stories, and no one ever contacted me about the winner. I was very patient. I've waited almost a month, 2 months now, and they still have not contacted me. So I'm putting that up as a giveaway again because someone needs this gorgeous animal print bag, that the orange and the little animals, Mr. Fox and everything on there, and then I had a charm inside and I tea ins. No one got back to me. So, okay, fine. I will reach out again and do a different winner. But anyway, the unicorns are a giveaway. The yarns a giveaway. I'm so thrilled to be doing a bunch right now for you. I am super close to 3,000 subscribers on Instagram, so if you haven't subscribed yet and you wouldn't mind to, that would be fun. I do post a lot on Instagram. I am most active there, I would say. I usually do a podcast weekly. Recently it's been a bit bi-weekly, and thank you for your patience. And I promise not to delete any more episodes by accident. If you weren't here in the beginning, I accidentally deleted episodes 62 and 63 because they said that they were a failed upload. So I deleted it, and then it deleted the original file. And since it was a live podcast, there's no way to get it back. That was a fail on my part. Front row. I saw my friend Trina when I was up there. I did a ton of Shrug knitting while I was up there, hung out with my grandma. We watched all of season 6 of Downton Abbey, so they finally finished the series. That was fun. I stayed pretty keto. Pat and I have been doing keto. Aside from the chocolate, which is, okay, so what is keto? Keto is basically following a lower carb lifestyle. 40, 30 carbs or so a day, and just trying to keep yourself at that range. Eating more protein and good veggies and that kind of stuff. You can have pretty much anything on keto if it fits in your carbs. I mean, I wouldn't recommend eating, I don't know, a donut every day and calling that your whole carb intake, but anyway. I've been doing pretty good with it. I'm down 10 pounds, and from the photo on Instagram, which I was really excited to share with you guys because it was a sweater that I had made. It was a pavement sweater that I had made, and I desperately wanted to be wearing it, but I just didn't feel good in it anymore. Putting it on, I wore it almost every day last week for Easter break. It was great. To feel good in my clothes again, I think is really what I wanted to do. There's tons of success stories out there if you want to get more information. I am only 2 months in, so about 8 weeks. But so far, I feel better, and I feel less bloated, and I have more energy, and I'm still losing weight even though I have time to just sit in it. I should be working out more, but I will get to that as my time frees up. Yeah. So that's basically my baby keto story. But yeah, we are gonna have chicken tonight. Excited. I think I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and a big water. Very thirsty all of a sudden. Work on some socks maybe. No, I'm gonna work on that shrug. I'm gonna get that shrug done. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I hope you guys have had a good time. I'm sorry that the episode was so long. Taking a week off really does just pile up, especially when you're working as avidly as I've tried to for you. Don't forget that the Spring Break 2018 code is finishing up on Saturday. So if you wanted to grab something on sale, now's a great time to do it. I'm not saying that that's the last sale that I'll do, but for the moment, take advantage. I had it on for a week. Thank you to everyone who has taken advantage of it, and dragons will be coming soon. April, I'm going to say in the month of April, dragons will come out, and then they'll be available in full skeins. So I can totally see quite a few of them being great for shawls and pavement sweaters and that kind of stuff. So I hope that you guys will have as much fun with them as I have. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna head out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to my wonderful moderators who take care of any of the comments that are not necessarily wanted. Tristan, you're awesome. As well as any others that were able to catch them. I just happened to see Tristan was on point today. She's a badass blocker. Yeah, so have a great weekend. I hope you don't get buried in snow, but if you do, stay safe, stay warm, stay crafting, and I will see you all on Instagram and next week for another podcast. All right, bye.